It's the kind of revelation that can shift the mood around a fan base in seconds. With Liverpool deep into their summer rebuild under Arne Slot, optimism had been growing that key targets were edging closer to the line, but that momentum may have taken a serious hit. In a fresh update that's already making waves, renowned transfer insider Fabrizio Romano has delivered a blow that could significantly alter the club's plans. It's not just a setback. It's a development that may force Liverpool to pivot quickly in what's shaping up to be a crucial window. So what has Romano revealed? And why has it caused such a setback for Liverpool? Let's break it down in today's video, along with all the other Liverpool news from the last 24 hours. There is so much to discuss in today's video, so be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. But first, Liverpool have been rather busy in the summer transfer market since it first opened at the start of June. They've brought in close to £200 million worth of players in order to bolster their ranks and attempt to retain the Premier League title in the 2025-26 campaign. And even though they've already spent all this money, there are still a couple of areas within Liverpool's first team squad that could do with upgrading this summer. And now, after the major news about Hugo Ekitike that has broken over the last couple of days, it seems like Arne Slot could be a step closer to bringing yet another elite level talent into the Red squad. Since the summer transfer window opened, several Premier League clubs have been linked with a move for Ekitike. The 23-year-old had an impressive campaign for Eintracht Frankfurt last season, with the number 9 managing to net over 20 goals for the first time in his career. Liverpool and Chelsea have been the two main teams rumoured to be interested in signing him, but now Newcastle seem to have entered the frame. And, seeing as though Isak plays in the same position as the Frenchman, transfer guru Dean Jones believes that the Reds could now be a step closer to adding him to their ranks. Jones reported that Ekitike would, however, be keen on making the move to St James's Park. The Magpies believe a fee worth around €80 million would be enough to seal a deal for the Frenchman. Jones also shares that now that Eddie Howe is making a move for Ekitike, the door may have just creaked open a little for the Reds' dream transfer of Isak. Ever since it was made known that Liverpool were looking for a new number 9, Isak has been named as their dream target. The Sweden international already has plenty of Premier League experience under his belt, with the former Real Sociedad man being one of the best strikers in the top flight last season. Isak performances helped carry Newcastle to their Carabao Cup win over Liverpool, while he also led them to qualify for the Champions League once again. At the moment, it's anyone's guess what's going to happen to the striker, but if the Reds can make a move for him, it would arguably be one of their most important signings from the last few years. That is, even if a deal for Isak would cost Liverpool around £120 million. Now, in the latest Fabrizio Romano update, Liverpool's contract talks with Ibrahima Konate remain at a standstill, and Real Madrid are reported to be working on a deal to land yet another player on a free transfer. Konate is out of contract next summer, and talks over a new deal have yet to reach a positive conclusion, with the two parties still not close to an agreement. It leaves the door ajar for another defender to leave on a free transfer next year if Liverpool do not feel the need to attempt to secure a fee this summer while he is still in contract. Real Madrid have been consistently name-checked as suitors, and reports in Spain are pushing the narrative, which transfer journalist Fabrizio Romano has now added to. We can confirm that Real Madrid are working on a deal to sign Ibrahima Konate in the summer of 2026 on a free transfer, he told the media. Similar to the Trent Alexander-Arnold situation once again, Real Madrid are really interested in the player. They already had some contact to be informed about the situation of the player. Real Madrid are very attentive to this case. At the moment, there is no proposal, there is nothing official, as he is still a Liverpool player, so Real Madrid will respect that, but the interest is there. Liverpool will persist in their negotiations over a new deal with the 26-year-old, but the possibility of losing another defender in their prime for free will be weighing heavily. On the current contract discussions, Romano added that at this stage, an agreement is not close at all, which makes it no surprise Real are lurking like sharks with a smell of blood. It reminds us of when Arne Slot aimed a dig towards the Spanish side last season, saying, "If my memory is correct, I think it happens mostly with a certain club that brings free agents in, and you don't see it that much at other big clubs yet." Liverpool remain in control of their centre-back ranks, but they are still to replace Jarell Quansah after he signed for Bayer Leverkusen. Marc Guéhi has been signposted as his replacement. Konate was one of 10 senior players who did not feature in the first pre-season friendly at Preston, with his first minutes this summer expected to come on the trips to Hong Kong and Japan. In other news, Liverpool midfielder Lucas Stevenson impressed as a makeshift centre-back in their opening pre-season friendly, and the club face a decision over his future. Stevenson was one of 7 academy representatives involved as Liverpool visited Preston on Sunday, partnering Joe Gomez at centre-back. While it was not the first time the 21-year-old has filled the role in his fledgling career, it is a far cry from where he is most comfortable, having developed as a midfielder and most often played at right back of late. But he caught the eye with his composure at the back during a first half that saw him help Georgi Mamardashvili keep a clean sheet. His place in the squad came with both Virgil van Dijk and Ibrahima Konate rested and Jarell Quansah yet to be replaced. And it remains to be seen if Arne Slot has long-term plans for Stevenson. However, a decision will need to be made on the youngster's future one way or another, as he has now entered the final year of his contract. After spending last season on loan at Dundee United, Stevenson has already expressed a willingness to join the Scottish club on a permanent basis. There is confirmed interest from Jim Goodwin's side, but any move will hinge on talks between Liverpool and the players' representatives. There will have to be some conversation about whether it's staying at Liverpool for a new deal or whether it's going elsewhere, Stevenson told DUTV in April. Obviously, I have no idea at the minute where that'll be, whether it could be back to Dundee United, whether it could be somewhere else. The year I've had here, if I can replicate that again, I don't see any reason why I wouldn't want to play my football back up here. Stevenson made 34 appearances on loan at Tannadice Park, but was forced to miss the end of the campaign, having suffered a double hernia, but Dundee United still managed to reach this season's Conference League qualifiers in his absence. That could add to the attraction of joining on a permanent basis, but speaking to the Courier earlier this month, Goodwin admitted there would be competition for his signature. "I've made my feelings clear about Luca and how important a player he was last season for us," the manager explained. "He's one that we're speaking to, but there's no guarantees. Luca's performances last season have caught the eye of a number of other teams, so we just need to be patient with that one." Liverpool could yet hand Stevenson a new contract and are likely to make an offer to do so regardless, with his versatility and the fact he is eligible as a homegrown player, making him a valuable asset. But that is all for today's video. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. We post all the latest Liverpool news every day, so join our fast-growing community so you never miss out. Thank you. I'll see you in the next video.